And 7 of them now begin their steady approach at the bottom of the home straight. They're off. Just in excess of 2¼ miles the distance this time. The first 3 flights will come up fairly swiftly, and they fan out on the approach to the first, and they're almost 4 in a line on landing. Microenormous in the centre, and the cheek piece is Handy. So to Jaminska, 1 from the right, further right to Asian Spice, the grey Versace 21. Also in the leading line with Midnight Ginger in a red jacket as they arrive at the second. And then the nose-banded pair of Brenda's Asking in the black and white, and lastly Miss Goldfire, the red cap for Lorcan Murta. Approaching the third then, Microenormous will just shade the lead on rising. Hops over neatly to Jaminska, Versace 21 and Midnight Ginger. Asian Spice out a little wider, the purple silks of Bryony Frost ahead of Brenda's Asking and Miss Goldfire, but they're well grouped under the judge with a circuit to cover and a very long run now before they get to the fourth in this ICL Impact for a Sustainable Future Mares Handicap Hurdle qualifier in the Challenger Series that will culminate in finals in the spring. Microenormous, the champion jockey Harry Cobden in front, Harry chasing his 3rd winner of the afternoon. Jaminska racing a close second under Dave Noonan, and Versace 21, the grey mare, right down at the running rail under Sean Houlihan, a very close 3rd. Then Asian Spice and Midnight Ginger 4th and 5th to Brenda's Asking and Miss Goldfire. Going along at a sensible gallop, around about the 30-mile-an-hour mark at this stage, and about to take the turn across into the back straight before they'll go sailing on down the hill. Microenormous into the bend, just ahead of Jaminska. Asian Spice circling them, Versace 21 cutting the corner. And then Midnight Ginger under James Martin, 5th place, the red and black diamond silks ahead of Brenda's Asking and Tom Bellamy. Miss Goldfire looking on. Descending now with little more than 4 lengths covering the field of 7. Microenormous narrowly over Jaminska. Asian Spice seeing plenty of daylight. Conversely, Versace 21 has gone right around the inner, buried away in behind the leading line, just ahead of Midnight Ginger. Brenda's Asking and Miss Goldfire, although still just about the final pair, remain firmly in touch, and now they ascend, and their journey to the fourth is about to be concluded. Microenormous on the inner, just ahead once again over Jaminska. Asian Spice, Versace 21, Midnight Ginger, Miss Goldfire, second of a line of 4 across in the back straight. Brenda's Asking just the last to land, and well beyond the halfway point. And they're still very well grouped up, and the pace remains pretty even. They're still only just touching 30 miles an hour as they draw towards the 5th flight from home. Microenormous and Jaminska as one. Asian Spice lingered a little in the air there, out-jumped by Versace 21, their 3rd and 4th, with Midnight Ginger going up between that pair, and Miss Goldfire, the red cap out wide, dark green jacket, and Brenda's Asking waiting in the wings as they move on now towards the last in the back straight. And again, there's little separating the leading pair on landing there. Jaminska right alongside the rail running Microenormous, about to swing for home. Asian Spice still racing a very close 3rd. Frost sitting quietly. Versace 21 alongside Midnight Ginger. And then Miss Goldfire and Brenda's Asking, and there's still only 4 lengths covering them, and the pace has lifted a little. It's around the 32, 33 mile an hour mark, and they're preparing to turn their heads for home with a 3 to jump up the straight. Cobden just asking for a little more now from Microenormous on the left. Jaminska in the centre still travelling. Asian Spice on the right, purple jacket joining in. Then Versace 21 and Midnight Ginger, and here's the 3rd last, and it was Jaminska narrowly over Microenormous and Asian Spice, with now Frost asking for more effort. Then Midnight Ginger. Brenda's Asking, and the noseband is on the move now, cutting through the field. Asian Spice kicking on over the 2nd last. Led Jaminska. Asian Spice then down between the final 2 flights. Couple of lengths up. Jaminska and Brenda's Asking are chasing hard. Then Versace 21. Asian Spice going further clear. Over the last safely. 4 or 5 lengths ahead to roars of encouragement from the crowd. Jaminska is rallying pluckily. Asian Spice is not for catching, and Haldon Gold Cup Day sparkles with a touch of frost. Asian Spice too good for Jaminska. Brenda's Asking in 3rd, very close in behind.
Well, she's back, and she's back with a bang. Bryony Frost has got that Well, I think it felt like an inevitable winner, but all the same.
All the same, it's horse racing, you never know. But Dad said to me last week, actually, B, you can't get beat on Spice. Okay, boss, right, let's go. And just brilliant. I mean, one thing I probably miss the most is the crowds here in England. The fan base, the support they give you, the confidence, whether you pull up or whether you win, they come in and they get behind you, they give you a pat on the back regardless. They've always been behind me, and it actually brings me a bit to tears, the amount of support I had there. Crossing the line, I don't normally celebrate, but I celebrated today, riding a winner for your dad. They come rare, but when they do, they're so very special.
Just on the mare, it looked like she thought it was job done jumping the last.
Yeah, but her daddy is a Scorpion. You have to be with her, not against her, and you can't tell her, you have to ask her. But she's progressed beautifully through her career, and they earmarked this race, and she's progressing really well. And like I say, Dad has been so confident. We schooled her on Monday, and she was playing around with me, so she was always in good heart. It was just a matter of trying to keep it simple for her, and we did. And yeah, I set sail pretty early, but I had the petrol, and we knew we'd stay, and the ground is acting good, so nobody's coming back today, so you better make an early move instead of a late one.
How's it come to be that you're back for this day?
Well, Andy Peake wanted us with Sans Bruit, so we came over for him, and it was perfect timing for Asian. If the owners want me, I come back for it. If I'm not busy with Double Green have me first. They're my commitment, they're my team, and then after that, I'm free to ride who I wish and who would like me.
So it almost feels quite likely we might see a bit more of you than we bargained for.
Well, maybe, it depends. I don't know. You can't see into the future, but when I'm here, I'll make the most of it, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Bryony, well done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Classic Bryony Frost. A really well-timed ride and a punch of the air as she crosses the line as well. It was very much written in the stars for her return to the UK. And riding for her dad, Jimmy, Asian Spice back in the winner's enclosure, James.
Very much a local winner here on Haldon Hill. 3-1 in the end, Asian Spice. I'm surprised she wasn't favourite because most of the local punters would have been on, and we had a real roar. Bryony, obviously very popular as well in this part of the world in particular. And a cracking ride from a mare she knows well. Pace wasn't particularly strong, and Bryony was aware of that. She's a little bit keen on the outside, but she didn't want to be too far away on a mare that stays well. And when Bryony kicked up the home straight, you knew it was pretty much all over. She's a horse that loves Exeter, she loves the autumn. Nice return here at the first meeting, and great for Bryony to get a winner riding back in the UK for the day.
At this point, you could give chances to a few of them. In about a furlong's time, the cream was starting to rise to the top.
Yes, it was indeed. I can see exactly why Tom Bellamy and Kim Bailey have just changed tactics slightly with Brenner's asking, just wanting to keep a lead for a little bit longer. But because it was a bit of a sprint up the home straight, Asian Spice has got first run on the favourite, Brenner's asking. Good run from Jaminska for Jane Williams. Second start, probably just needed that comeback. She too had a very good early campaign last year. She was second at Taunton, a track she likes in a fillies handicap. And also third to Queen's Gambit and listed race where she got some black type. So she's a solid marker. She's well worth her mark of 106 at the moment. But Asian Spice, she loves Exeter. And I think actually this race wasn't entirely run to suit her. I think she's still got a bit in hand. Look at those ears pricked, come into the final hurdle. And a stronger run race, I think we'll see her to even better effect. But ultimately, a very, very popular winner down here at Exeter.
Yeah, she's not doing too much in front. So Bryony, just a couple of reminders just to make sure that as she comes back in front of the stalls, the stands, you'd think she'd won the Haldon Gold Cup.
Yeah, this has got there's a popular winner, the Haldon Gold Cup, JPR1 for the Tizards, but this is definitely the local hero having a winner here at Exeter.
It's as if we've been gone forever, but soon it'll feel like we've never been away. It's showtime.